Hey everybody, happy Sithmas. I'm JimClassic and you are watching Geekin. And for today's video, for this most wonderful times of the year, I would like to talk about the Star Wars Black Series Holiday Edition figures. I got some new ones, and I just really wanted to talk about them real quick. These guys have been waiting patiently for me for, well, almost a year. Especially this K2 droid. I think I actually got him in January at the beginning of the year, so he's been sitting here, patiently waiting for me to free him. Wow, it's December already, huh? I mean, this year has flown by fast. You know, I kind of wish I had gotten more videos done. Unfortunately, this channel is a hobby of mine, so you know, work and other responsibilities have got to come first. But it's still been a fun year, and I still have a bunch of backlog videos that I could release for 2025. They'll just be a little bit late, but I'll worry about that later. I got some new figures I want to talk about. I got some old figures I gotta still talk about. But before I talk about them, let me talk about these guys. Starting with the K2 droid. Really? It's just the K2SO security droid. Same sculpting, nothing really different. We got some cool details there. We got some nice little holiday decorations, like the red and the green, which is particularly nice. I actually really like that. And we got a little bit of gold on the face, and I think some green in the eyes. And that's pretty much it, yeah. Little red detail in there on the belly, the hands. Other than that, it's just a K2 droid. I actually wish I had gotten some more of these, at least the regular versions, not necessarily the holiday editions. But now that I see this guy in white, I think these K2 droids also would have been pretty good in like Stormtrooper colors, like the white with the black trim, black outlines, black detailing. I think these guys would have made, you know, good Stormtrooper decos too. But you know, this is rather nice. And if you look there, in the snowflake, it's actually the same design as on the box. As you can see here, it's got the snowflake with the K2 head on it. It's the exact same snowflake. Hasbro, you were being cheeky, and I caught you. He does have a little pistol here. And it's just a little, you know, white gun with the Nerf orange tip. That's pretty much it. No place to store it other than his hands. You know, you can pose just like all of them. He's a gangly droid, actually. I love how gangly this guy is. And again, I really kind of regret not getting more of the K2 droids from my Black Series collection. I actually think I only have two. This one and, you know, K2SO from Rogue One. But the K2 security droid also comes with this little festive droid. I know it's from Jedi Survivor. I know he comes with the character, but I've never played Jedi Survivor. I don't really know who it is. But this is a little droid that, you know, hops on his shoulder and kind of saves his progress and everything or whatever. But you know, it's got some cool details. Nice little festive blue. You know, got the ball jointed head, the legs and knees bend pretty well. Little R2 struts right there. That's not bad. It stands pretty well, and it is a recolor of. And it is the recolor of this one from, I think this one came with, like, the Protocol droid, which I reviewed last year. This either came with the Protocol droid or the Mandalorian. I don't remember which, but, you know, it's the same thing. Except this guy's a little bit more festive. He's got, like, the striped socks, you know, the red and white. This one is just kind of like an abominable snow droid or something like that. But it's pretty cool. I like it. Up next is the First Order Stormtrooper. Actually, I think this is the First Order Grenader, but at least according to the box, it's the First Order Stormtrooper, so we're going with that. But anyway, it's the Stormtrooper armor with the Grenader ammo pouches and everything, which is kind of nice actually. And I dig, you know, the green is pretty good. A lot of the other holiday troopers have the green with the red kind of Santa tipped helmet, a little bit of red on the shoulder and the arm guards. Of course, we got the striped socks. We cannot forget the striped socks. And he's got some cool like festive details on the ammo pouches. See, there's the Stormtrooper snowflake kind of logo. And if you look right there, that snowflake logo, much like the K2 droid, is the same here on the box. It is the same thing. And again, Hasbro, you're being cheeky, and I respect you for that. You know, little holiday ribbons. This little ammo pouch is separate. It's on a clip right there, which is kind of cool. I never owned the First Order Grenader, so this is my first time with this particular figure. And this, again, like all Stormtroopers have the same posing issues. You know, it's always in the hips and the feet. They're always kind of weird. And lastly, of course, his blaster is orange and white, like Nerf gun colors and stuff like that, with the orange tip, all that jazz. He comes with the festive mouse droid, and the mouse droid, you know, looks good. This is my second mouse droid, maybe my third mouse droid. I don't really remember. I know the other mouse droid is from one of the other holiday editions. And it's got a little bow painted on the back. It's nice. It sticks out. The green definitely stands out from the red. But Hasbro is basically reusing these little companions, which is fine with me. You know, I don't really mind. Always more accessories for my holiday dioramas is appreciated, so I am totally not complaining. Moving on to the Phase 2 Clone Trooper. Here he is decoed out as a gingerbread man. I'm very amused by this one, but it is your standard Black Series Phase 2 Clone Trooper, and he's got like, I like how they have the white on the grill and the visor, you know, the little red bow tie. I don't know if you can see it, but he's got little green, you know, candy buttons going down the armor. A little white stripe here on the arms, a little white stripe there for the frosting around the ankles and everything. And this is basically, you know, he's like a chocolate-covered, you know, clone trooper. And of course, we love them. You know, we love these guys. We love these holiday troopers. Comes with your standard clone trooper blaster, white with the orange tip, you know, like all the others. And, you know, again, much like all the clone troopers and the stormtroopers, has the same posing issues. Like the armor does kind of get in the way of certain posing. But, you know, he can articulate, at least in the waist. The head can bob up and down. You know, the shoulders are kind of limited by the shoulder pads, but, you know, these guys aren't exactly known for their epic poses. And of course, his little companion is a Santa-colored Porg. And we have a couple of Porgs already. I mean, the little Santa one is just a repaint of the one here with the scarf. I think this one also came with the other clone trooper. Don't quite remember. But, you know, this is pretty good. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the Porgs, but they're pretty cute, I guess. And lastly, we got the Mandalorian Scout. And again, he has the same kind of design as like Din Djarin and other Mandalorians. I think he comes with the same accessories with the jetpack. And it just, well, it looks good. I'm pretty sure this is a Din Djarin mold. They just reused it. But he's got this cool holiday sweater of the N1 Starfighters. I think that's the N1 Starfighter. I think those are like the pirate ships from Season 3 of Mando. Of course, we have a nice little Mando helmet there with some snowflakes. It's just a pretty cool, you know, holiday sweater. It's got some nice texturing, too, which I don't think is part of the original mold of the toy. I don't really remember, but... And I suppose the way the light reflects off of it, it does kind of look like a wool sweater, even though it's a piece of plastic. Nice little Mando helmet there. Got some great range of motion with that head. Like, how many helmeted Star Wars characters can really, like, just bob up and down like that? That is really cool. Level of articulation is limited, of course, because of the shoulder panels, part of the leg armor, you know. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is with some of these toys. Jetpack is removable, you know. It's blue. I mean, this could probably fit in with any of your mainline Star Wars toys, really. Minus the sweater, you know. Here we have his little pistol, and again, it's white with the orange tip. You know, Hasbro is definitely trying to make these weapons look like Nerf guns, which is fine. I get it. They're supposed to be toys, holiday Nerf guns. I totally understand that under the circumstances that these are holiday festive figures, you know. And the Mandalorian Scout comes with this little guy who is in Rise of Skywalker. I do not remember his name. And this is also a repaint of, like, I forget, like, his name was Bebo or Bobo or something, I forget. He was a little annoying. But he does have some level of articulation. Arms can go up, and they can go back. They're on, like, I think they're little tiny ball joints, and the head does not, the head does not rotate, but the waist rotates. And the little goggles flip down over his face because he had, like, an arc welder or something. And here we have the other holiday edition from last year. I forget who he came with, but it's pretty much the same mold. This one is slightly better. I kind of like the blue and the gold better over the red and the green on this one. It just, I don't know, maybe it's just a shininess, but I like this guy a little bit better. Lastly, the only thing I really want to talk about is how all 4 of these characters have guns instead of like weird accessories. I mean, yeah, the Nutcracker one, the Nutcracker themed one did have a rifle, but I think this is the guy that helped kind of break that weird tradition of giving these holiday characters strange weapons instead of the weapons that they normally would have. If you go back to like the Snow Trooper, you know, he's got this weird, you know, spear thing, this lightsaber spear thing, and I don't think this is a Star Wars weapon. My guess was always that this was some kind of a Fortnite accessory. And even the other Phase 2 Clone Trooper came with this, like it was like a pickaxe or something. I was like, what the heck is this? I didn't understand it, but I mean, I guess the idea was not to give these guys Star Wars weapons so they don't look as violent, but, you know, they gave this guy a spear. But whatever the reasons were, Hasbro decided to just give these guys their weapons instead of just, you know, these weird things. But, you know, whatever. But that has been my look of the Star Wars Holiday Edition, K2 Droid, First Order Stormtrooper, Phase 2 Clone Trooper, and Mandalorian Scout. I really do enjoy collecting these figures. I really have a lot of fun with these because I use them for like holiday dioramas either at home or maybe now that I'm doing it at work. It's just kind of a fun thing to do, and you know, hey, I'm having a grand time with it. You know, I'll keep buying holiday edition Star Wars figures if Hasbro keeps making them. I still have to get that Snow Wookiee though, but there's always next year, I guess. I'm JimClassic. You have been watching Geekin' It. Merry Christmas, everyone, and I will see you all later.